I'm Dave Anthony. Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle, both found dead at home in Los Angeles. And while police did not confirm that and won't say they're searching for a suspect, the Reiner family announced their deaths.
There are also some reports that among those being questioned is the Reiner's 32-year-old son, Nick. He has been open in the past about his mental health issues and his struggles with drug addiction.
Fox's Jonathan Hunt in L.A. Rob Reiner was 78. He first gained fame winning Emmys as Meathead on TV's All in the Family in the 1970s. Then he became a famous director of movies, from Stand By Me to When Harry Met Sally and Misery to A Few Good Men.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Reiner's last movie, a Spinal Tap sequel, just came out. The search for the gunman in Saturday's Brown University mass shooting is back on in Providence, Rhode Island.
Police admitted that the person of interest they detained yesterday morning at the hotel is not the person that is seen leaving the scene of the shooting. The AG said while there was some evidence that justified detaining this person of interest, recent evidence and lab testing is pointing them in a different direction.
That's Fox's Brian Yennis. Thousands of wreaths have been laid in Australia near the scene of an even bigger mass shooting yesterday, targeting Jews at the start of Hanukkah.
A father and son terror team turned up and attacked the Jewish community here at Bondi Beach. It's the sort of place where most Australians know or go to on their holidays. We're a coastal community. We're talking about more than 42 being taken to hospital with 15 fatalities. A 10-year-old girl who was at a petting zoo by the name of Matilda, she was mowed down. We had two rabbis who have also been killed, and a Holocaust survivor was also murdered here in this spree.
Sky News' Jonathan Lee. The older gunman was killed by police's son, disarmed by a bystander, being called a hero. America's listening to Fox News.
You ever wonder why Verizon charges twice as much as Pure Talk for the same basic service? Think it might have something to do with the fact that Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotion. That's billion with a B. Yeah, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. That's why they can offer unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a blazing fast 5G network for just $25 a month. Save an additional 50% off your first month when you dial pound 250 and say the words micro. That's pound 250, micro.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
President Trump is vowing to retaliate in Syria after the weekend terror attack that killed 2 American soldiers, National Guard members from Iowa, and a civilian interpreter.
We had 3 great patriots terminated by bad people, and not the Syrian government. It was ISIS. Syrian government fought by our side. The new president fought by our side.
And as Russia continues to attack Ukraine, talks continue, trying to stop the invasion-turned-war. The day after Special Envoy Steve Witkoff posted on social media, a lot of progress was made yesterday.
American envoys are in Berlin, Germany, meeting Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and the German Chancellor Friedrich Merz. Later, the leaders of the UK, Italy, Poland and NATO fly in, among others. The Europeans want to make sure Ukraine isn't forced to accept a peace deal that favors Russia, while also trying to protect the continent against increasing Russian assertiveness. If Ukraine falls, warns Chancellor Merz, Vladimir Putin won't stop. President Trump's team of Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner held 5 hours of talks on Sunday with President Zelensky. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
There could be gains on Wall Street to start the week. Dow futures up more than 200 points. They're also rising for the NASDAQ after last week's losses. Big news out of the NFL. The Kansas City Chiefs, who've won 3 recent Super Bowls and lost 2 more, will not make the playoffs this season after losing a game and their star quarterback.
The throw by Mahomes, incomplete, flag thrown, looking for.
Mahomes is down.
Mahomes Smith-Schuster, he sure is.
Patrick Mahomes suffered a torn ACL in his left knee, putting next season in jeopardy in the Chiefs' 16-13 loss to the LA Chargers on CBS. Now, 2 other teams clinched playoff spots with wins, the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. Buffalo snapped New England's 10-game win streak, and Minnesota beat Dallas in the Sunday night game. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news
Tuscola principal stepping down after being accused of harassing a staff member. In compliance consulting found North Ward Elementary School principal Jason Wallace sexually harassed a teacher's aide from March of 2023 to March of this year. The consultants recommended in October that Wallace be suspended from his job. Champaign Salvation Army says they have the latest numbers on donations. They said they got around 4,000 toys for kids in need. It's a good thing, too, because they said the need has increased to the tune of 2,800 kids across the county. But as the need has gone up, they say the generosity has as well. Sheriffs across central Illinois reported feeling inundated by Freedom of Information Act requests, which has been described as a statewide problem. Champaign County Sheriff says other sheriffs across the state have been overwhelmed by the number of FOIA requests they've been receiving, and he said this has caused a burden on the time of his staff. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Well, my car thermometer said -4, which, based on going to church yesterday, -6 or 7, that's better.
Right. I was a little behind. Yeah, I was at -1.
Okay, well, meteorologist Greg Solier sent me something that said 6.2. How many inches Champaign got?
Snowfall.
On top of the whatever we had before, 3 or 4, I thought.
It was kind of a loosely based 2 to 4, and then the highest numbers were like Ogden, St. Joe to Danville at about 7.8 to 8.1, somewhere in that range. So.
Yeah, well, it was there.
And traffic issues everywhere because you just can't get salt to kick in with temps in the low teens and the rate of snowfall that was coming down, especially Saturday afternoon.
It really was coming down. Kudos to everybody running a plow to get not only streets going, but also the U of I basketball game against Nebraska. That had to be a lot of shoveling around State Farm Center. And Coach actually
lot of
thanked
salt.
him.
You just got to layer it the best you can.
And then you get the driveway scooped, or if you have somebody do it, it's nice to get that, But I mean, again, this would be hard if we had like 10 days in a row of really, really cold, but not going to happen. First item is Diane's a grandma.
I am. Yeah,
congratulations,
thank you,
Grandma.
Greg. Yeah, my grandson came at 3:24 in the morning on Sunday the 14th, and mom and baby are doing well. They're thinking they might come home from Carl today to their home and homer.
Sunday morning. This is Monday.
Yes.
Darn.
So only a day old.
That's a quick turnaround.
Just over
a little more than 24 hours.
I know it. I know it. We're just so thrilled. He's perfect.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Awesome. And all the details will be released as it is normal on social media.
You follow the couple on the pictures and all of that, I'm learning. So
how's it feel? I mean, how do you feel?
I just fell in love with him, holding him. He's just so sweet. He's my guy.
Little boy. That's awesome. All right, meteorologist Greg Solier is here, and his weather is brought to you by Carl.
Reminding you, sometimes the holidays can be hard for those with increased stresses, negative behaviors, addiction, substance abuse. If you need some help, reach out. Carl.org.
Okay, sir. You got the week, and I think we're going to like what you're going to say.
Yeah, some ups and downs on temperature, but apart from that, first, no major winter storms. Got to keep an eye on Christmas, maybe Christmas Eve, and going into the new year with a ramping up of quite a range of temperatures north to south across the country. If you want summertime warmth, West Texas, the Gulf Coast, the southwestern states. If you want the dead of winter with frequent below zero both daytime and nighttime, the far northern U.S. at times across the Dakotas, especially the southern Canadian prairie, and a 150-mile-an-hour jet stream. It'll crash across the west. That atmospheric river issue continues in the northwest, but around here, just ups and downs. No major precip episodes. Really, today's issue is some blowing around and drifting around of that newly plowed snowfall on south-southwesterly winds 12 to 24 and gusty. So some reduced visibilities in open rural areas, some snow across the roadways, and temperatures at least moderating. I wouldn't call it warmer on that wind, but 25 is the right direction to move in. Temperatures into the teens tonight, and a little melting, thawing cycle by day, some refreezing at night for Tuesday, Wednesday, 35 tomorrow, 38 for the day on Wednesday. Winds will be much lighter as well. We get a weather system fast moving, but more west to east than anything. We'll see temperatures in the 40s for a time. Thursday morning, some rain, maybe shower in the afternoon. We're back down in the 30s late in the day, and then only in the 20s for highs, about 27 for the day on Friday. We'll start in the teens and then go right back up in the other direction. 40s for the day on Saturday. A little freezing rain in the morning, heads up on that, and a little rain in the afternoon, then back into the 30s we go for Sunday and Monday of next week. So ups and downs, but no major storms ahead this week across the central Illinois. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm Greg Solier.
Thank you, sir. All right. What are we at now? -3. It's something.
It's cold.
It's cold, and again, if he's talking about 35, that'll feel like Florida.
3 is what I'm seeing on
I'm seeing 3
census
above,
here.
yeah.
And feels like 10 below with the wind chill. But most everyone's, Champaign-Urbana, Rantoul, our own community unit 7 in Rocket Nation here are doing e-learning today. Muhammad Seymour said snow day. We're not doing e-learning.
Good for Muhammad Seymour. Back in those days, the last thing we want to do is turn on the computer and go to class.
Right.
This is when we play games and hang and get real excited and sleep.
Mike White passed away at the age of 89. So I know that we've talked with him before, but Stevie, you've talked to a lot of people. So I have a lot of sound files I'm trying to search through here. But man, remember the 80s belonged to the Illini.
No, that was a big deal. When Neil Stoner came to town, he was the big AD, and he brought the California wave to Champaign-Urbana. And we had just come off of the Gary Moeller years. Before that, Bob Blackman, who was actually, kind of a 500 coach, but lost all the time to Michigan and Ohio State, and we aspired to do better. And so Gary Moeller, the assistant to Bo Schembechler, came in. He was Bo's guy.
Yeah.
And 4 wins in 3 years? It wasn't very many. It was run the ball, punt. And the next series was run the ball, punt. And then it was run the ball, punt.
Okay.
And he thought that Johnny was actually part of the first Gary Moeller class and was on the football team. And I think he thought that if you just, do what Michigan did, it was good. But then Johnny, in his mind anyway, said, well, that's if you have superior athletes. Anyway, it didn't work. So then 1980 brought Mike White, who died at the age of 89 over the weekend, and it was exciting. This guy had it going on. What was Mike, 40, 45?
Right.
Young, handsome, young family. And he came in, and the first play of the Mike White era was Dave Wilson, the quarterback, who set records at Illinois in 1 year of play. And it was a pretty good crowd. I was there, and Illinois was playing Northwestern. And the first play of the game was Dave Wilson back to pass through a absolute 50-yard pass to Greg Dentino, who was the wide receiver, and it was overthrown by 40 yards. I mean,
wow.
It was just way over his head. And there was a standing ovation.
Just because of the pass.
He passed the ball.
Yes.
And then, of course, we went on 3-7-1 or something the first year. And by year 3, 82 is when we went to the Liberty Bowl, and everybody just went bazooka. Okay. And then, of course, 83 was the Rose Bowl year, and 84 was the 84 Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
It was 10 wins in a row in that 83 season. The stadium was sold out for, 2-3 consecutive years?
That's right. You could feel it rocking.
It was really different. And I was covering a little on some ABC radio stringing, meaning you call in updates across the country on all ABC radio networks. And it was the Ohio State game of 83, and we beat them. We don't beat Ohio State. And then Michigan, we beat them. That was the all-time record attendance at Illinois, 76,000+. And that's the day the stadium actually, the press box actually moved. And all the civil engineers came in and said, what's up? Well, we put more people than we ever had in there.
Yeah.
And it was a zoo, absolute zoo, trying to get anything done that day. Parking was it was just nuts. And it was really fun because we'd never had that.
That's right.
Not like that. Anyway, so Mike White passes away at age 89. I remember when he first did my show, first time I came up to him at a basketball game. He was sitting down in Section A and said, could you do yeah, I'll do your show. And he was just fun to talk to and really cool and was a good football coach.
Nice.
Ran into a little trouble with the NCAA a couple of times. The second time, I think it was when he decided to step down. And that brought in John Makovic for a few years. So anyway, we are saying our thoughts and prayers for the Mike White family, Kerry and his son Chris.
Right. Kerry was the host of that
PM Magazine
afternoon show on TV on Channel 3.
6:30, I believe,
and
PM
John
Magazine.
Valenziano, I think, was a co-host at one time.
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember the first host with Kerry White, and then Chris White was a kicker. He's a very good place kicker.
That's right.
And won a few ball games for us. So that's news here around Central Illinois that might be interested in. Mike White dies at the age of 89, former Illinois football coach. All right, 7:15 didn't go so well against Nebraska.
No.
We'll get some clips here going on.
83-80.
Yeah, last second three-pointer. Nebraska took it to us. Coach was not happy. I'll play the clips after the Fox Business here coming up. He suggested that David, who he calls David, wasn't even here. He was in Serbia. Was not here. Couldn't even play him. No, I feel kind of bad. The kids are going to have to go through 9 days of that. It's going to be really hard in practice.
Okay.
He's not getting what he needs out of that front line. And Keaton Wagler didn't leave the floor. He played all 40 minutes. He's our freshman. Maybe the best player on the team this minute.
I believe Kylan Boswell was the big point getter, though.
He played about the whole game, 38 minutes. Anyway, Coach wasn't happy and edgy and all of that, but I thought Nebraska played stinking great. I mean, they were a very old team. They made shots. I think they shot 48% from three. The game winner was kind of a step back three ball swish, nothing but net. No, it was tough. We were very fortunate to be tied 80-80. It was 17 seconds left when Nebraska made their shot. So, wait for Missouri, week from tomorrow.
That's right, 7 o'clock down in St. Louis. The women's basketball team over North Texas, 81-69 to be 10-1 on the season. This headline, efficient three-point shooting fuels Fighting Illini win over North Texas, 64% from three land. So Barry Wallace led the team.
Wow.
I was also reading about Luke Altmaier's coming back for that bowl game.
I think it was anticlimactic.
Okay.
Because he was there at halftime, or actually during a timeout. Maybe it was halftime.
During a timeout.
Okay, during the timeout, they came out and Brett with his family. His daughter's going to be tall.
I see that.
You can see they're just going to be really tall.
So great to see those girls growing up.
And he had the mic to Luke Altmaier. And again, it just, hey, we're going to put everything right. It's those moments I wish I could help them with.
Yeah.
To capture 30 seconds of great. And the kids just, they're just... Anyway, yes, Luke Altmaier will play against Tennessee. I got a clip about Luke being...
But Gabe Atkiss is saying, I'm not going to go.
Yeah. We thought for sure that, but without a quarterback would have been a problem.
I know.
But apparently, I didn't know this, but Luke Altmaier darn near went to Tennessee. After last year, they talking bidding war here.
I see.
So, they wanted him to come join him down there in Knoxville.
And when it comes to basketball, the Bulls and the Pacers both lost. We had Bears win big over Cleveland.
The Bears are in first place.
31-3.
They're back in first.
Right, and with Denver beating Green Bay yesterday.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for Phillip Rivers, Seattle came out on top 18-60 over the Indianapolis Colts.
It was an amazing game. Unbelievable. Way better than I ever would have thought for Grandpa, who does have a grandson. Phillip Rivers. Weather brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
Reminding you, always great things to do inside, including the Health and Wellness Center. If you like to take pictures, the Best in Show Photographic Print Competition is coming your way. Learn details at urbanaparks.org.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Hopefully you made it through A-OK on that barrage of winter icy storminess. 4 to 8 inches worth, and boy, plenty of travel woes everywhere. And that may continue in some open rural areas for the day today with blowing and drifting snow. As south-southwesterly winds pick on up 12 to 24 and gusty. Afternoon high temperatures expected up around 25. Sunshine will be the rule. Fair to partly cloudy for tonight, 16. We'll get a little melt going for the day tomorrow at 35. Mainly sunny. The south-southwesterly wind, it'll be much lighter. 31 for tomorrow night, not as cold with increasing cloudiness. Partly sunny, 38 on Wednesday. Should pop into the 40s here Thursday morning. Rain in the morning, a shower in the afternoon with falling temperatures. We're stuck at highs in the mid to upper 20s. That's it for Friday. Then daytime readings will moderate some as we head on through the weekend. Back up to around 45 Saturday. Maybe a little freezing rain, early rain in the afternoon. Highs back down into the 30s of next week. No major winter storm made us across the area. That to head towards Christmas and the New Year's holiday. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm just Greg Soldgay.
Swings, and it's a high fly ball. That's hit deep, way back. It's a goner and a game winner.
Busch Stadium is more than a ballpark. It's where traditions live on. Season tickets keep you at the heart of it all, game after game. Feel the energy of every pitch, celebrate every walk-off win, and create memories that last a lifetime. Plus, enjoy exclusive benefits and experiences available only for season ticket holders. Don't miss your chance to be part of the 2026 season. Unlock your benefits now at cardinals.com/season tickets.
I'm Charles Payne, and this is the Fox Business Report.
JP Morgan Chase is launching a blockchain money market fund for elite investors. The Wall Street Journal says the tokenized fund is being rolled out on the Ethereum blockchain. JP Morgan will seed the fund with $100 million of its own capital, then will open it to outside investors tomorrow. However, it will only be open to individuals with at least $5 million to invest or to institutions with a minimum of $25 million. There's a merger in the cannabis business. Canopy Growth is buying MTL Cannabis. Reuters says NVIDIA has told its clients in China that it is considering stepping up production of the H200 chip. The U.S. recently gave clearance for NVIDIA to export the chips to China. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
Kudlow on Fox Business is now on the go for podcast fans. Download the Kudlow Show podcast every weekday at foxbusinesspodcasts.com. Kudlow covers the latest headlines and business trends with an emphasis on the financial impact facing households and businesses across the country. Listen to interviews with key business newsmakers. The Kudlow podcast will be available on the go after the show every weekday at foxbusinesspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Busey Bank, leading the way to your financial wellness. No matter where your financial journey begins, Pathways banking options at Busey are designed with your goals in mind. Busey Bank, building strong financial futures, one family, one street, one city at a time. Busey, your partner in building business and growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Nate Evans of the Nate Evans Group. Some of the things that sellers can do to increase the value of their home.
We get this on almost every listing appointment. Hey, Nate, what can we do to increase the value of our home? We want to sell in a couple weeks. Are there some simple things we can do around the house? Or there's some major things that we can do around the house to increase the value or get a return on our investment? And again, not every home is created the same and not every situation is the same. So if we walk in there, there's definitely some items that we can do. Paint, floors, and hardware are the easy items where you get your biggest return out of every time. That's easy to say. But there's a lot of times where we'll get questions from sellers where they're asking us, should I update my bathroom? Where should I stop on my floors? Should I redo my roof? Should I do mechanicals? And I think a lot of that plays into the overall scope of your goals. We like to get into the house when it's really not even ready for the market. We can get in there and usually save that seller a lot of money and a lot of wasted time and energy by just offering some simple advice on how we would treat it if it was our own.
You can reach out at Nate Evans Group and start packing.
Christie Clinic has been helping patients win the fight against cancer for almost 90 years. The Charles W. Christie Cancer Center brings together a multidisciplinary team of providers who recommend and provide treatment options. Their team works together to fight cancer while helping reduce the side effects of treatment and maintain your well-being. A team built to act, a team ready to bring hope when you need it most. Learn more at cancer.christieclinic.com.
Christie Clinic, focused on creating a healthier you.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
There's a new way to stay connected with the Urbana Park District. Just send a text. Got a question or a comment? Text us and we'll reply within one business day. And now you can follow your interest. Sign up for text alerts about programs, events, and weather updates. Choose as many interests as you'd like. It's quick and easy. Just visit urbanaparks.org and tap Text Us or Follow Your Interest. Urbana Park District. You belong here.
Okay, so in a few minutes, I'm going to give you a chance to get a Stever this morning. Nice to get a Jets pizza.
Yes.
$50 bill.
Right on time with that. It's a busy time, and sometimes you just don't have time for dinner because there's so many other things going on this holiday season, and Jets is a perfect fit. And for me, tooting around town, if I'm near Green and Neal Street or over by Round Barn, I think it's a wonderful lunch option. Really, it's $8 for 2 slices and a drink. So just love Jets Pizza.
I am putting it in as we speak, so it'll be available here in just a couple of minutes.
And $50 is a pretty good chunk in case you want to contribute to the carry-in for your holiday luncheon at the office or something like that. So I always think that's a good idea. We've had it catered at our Stevie J broadcasting party when we were over there at the Pines a few years. And you can get some wings and salads and the cinnamon sticks. Oh, I love those. They've got a family deal that includes those cinnamon sticks. Of course, that's what I need is more sweets this holiday season. St. Joseph had their 5K, and I did the Ready, Set, Go at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning. I think 250 signed up or something. It was a great turnout for the bitterly cold conditions that we were having and everything. But anyway, that started my hot chocolate journey on the 13th Saturday because Tolono had cookies and cocoa practically every stop, and I counted 9 different stops that I did on Saturday.
But it worked out well, huh?
It did. I mean, obviously not the crowd that we wanted for Christmas in Tolono in my hometown, but the people were there and they were all networking and sharing stories. And to me, that's the bigger picture is we're all coming together as a community and we're celebrating Christmas together. And it's fantastic. And the fact that we were promoting various things in my hometown and people know that it's, the things are available here when it comes to the churches, and the tree lighting ceremony was wonderful, and hearing the Unity West 5th grade choir sing, it was great.
Well, good for you. I now had time to put it in. It's available. Jets Pizza, $50 bill.
Yes.
Go to GoStever.com. You're not a member. We're not sure why, because I hand out money.
And you just head to GoStever.com if you're not a member, and it's totally free. And we've got all these offers coming in, including this one today from Jets Pizza.
All right, 727, Brad Underwood talking about his frontline big guy.
Okay.
You look at our front line. There's nothing. You got a horrendous stat line from everybody that played. No rebounds. There's nothing there, and that's on me. That's in practice. That's getting more from them. And David was in Serbia. He wasn't in this building, and that's we got to be better. We got to be. We can't have that. And I'm just really disappointed in our mental approach.
Yeah, Nebraska came in. Fred Hoiberg was a superstar basketball player, superstar coach at Iowa State.
Yep.
Took the bowl job, Chicago Bulls.
He did.
Yeah, he was coach of the Chicago Bulls.
That's right.
Didn't work so well, and then he went back to college at Nebraska. And remember, it was Fred Hoiberg that beat Wisconsin on that Sunday when we played Iowa at night, and they upset. They upset Wisconsin, I think, at Wisconsin, and then we beat Iowa, gave us a co-championship. So, and I think Brad sent Fred a case of wine. So anyway, they were better than we were. They were better on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So here he is about more on the interesting how he calls him David, and everybody says David because I guess that's how you say it, but tomato, I guess.
11 for David in 23. You mentioned plus minus earlier, and I'm looking at minus 11 for David in 23 minutes. He's been so good. What was not working for him today?
That's a question for him. I got to figure out. He's to be very honest, 2 really bad practices. When David's focused and competing and flying around in practice, he's elite. And 3 turnovers. Couldn't play him. Couldn't put him in the game. And, that's, what's the old Bob Knight quote? Ask to bench to brain. I need to practice better. Whatever, something to that extent. You need to figure that out. Because he was not very good today.
Okay, so guess what practice is going to be like this week? And guess what David's going to get a chance to see? What he'll need to do to play.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't in the game at the end. And he's a starter. Mm-hmm. And he, of course, set the Big Ten, Illinois record for most rebounds in a game. What was that, Colgate? So we see it, and that might be a problem for David because we see it.
Right.
So the question is, can the 19-year-old kid do that every day? And apparently not. So He might be one of those every now and then amazing, and then where were ya?
That might be the one that I saw a quick interview with, and he talked about being disconnected and some stuff going on.
I don't think you
personal
heard
life.
anything recently. It wasn't. He didn't talk after this game. They only send the people they pick to talk, and he wasn't picked to talk. So good luck to him as they'll get better in the next 7 days. Yeah.
And, you got to give some grace. Some of these guys are young. And
It's now 7:30.
Okay.
Time for your Fox News. Michael Clayton next.
This is a Fox News alert. I'm CJ Papa. Hollywood legend Rob Reiner's wife, Michelle, found dead inside their Los Angeles area home.
Police did confirm that the initial call came from inside the home. There are reports that it was made by Reiner's daughter, Romy. Some reports that among those being questioned is the Reiner's 32-year-old son, Nick. He has been open in the past about his mental health issues and his struggles with drug addiction.
Fox's Jonathan Hunt at the scene in Brentwood. At least 15 people gunned down on a beach in Australia. The anti-Semitic attack at a Hanukkah celebration Sunday night. Cops say a father and son opened fire.
The 24-year-old who was born in Australia is now in police custody. He's under watch at hospital.
Sky News reporter Jonathan Lee. The father was killed. America's listening to Fox News.
I'm telling you what. Rob Reiner, of course, was a meathead, if you ever remember Family. All in the Family.
All in the Family.
It was #1 show in the early
Carol
70s.
O'Connor.
That and MASH and stuff. But no, it's just a horrific story. Unbelievable. And then you wake up, was it Saturday morning, and you hear about 3 shootings?
Yes.
You go, which one are you talking? Which one?
I know.
Australia, guns.
Yes.
And there's video of a
Bondi Beach.
father son. It is unbelievable. Wow. They're just sitting there taking shots with rifles, and they video showing it. Somebody was videoing it.
Right.
It's horrible. And then, of course, at Brown University, 2 dead, 9 injured. They don't know who it is. They arrested a guy, and it was the wrong guy. So now they're searching out in Providence, Rhode Island. So, man. I don't even know the third one, but there were 3. All right, 7:32. Let's check local news with Jim.
Here's a look at local news. Champaign Fire responded to a fire Saturday morning. That cause still under investigation. In the 1200 block of Parkland Court, crews worked to extinguish the growing fire. A second alarm was called in to help units get that fire out. No word on the cause. The Trump administration announced it would make $12 billion available in the form of one-time payments to U.S. farmers to help weather what it calls temporary trade market disruptions in the wake of ongoing tariff disputes with America's trading partners. Illinois Department of Agriculture says the latest aid package is less than half the size offered during Trump's first administration. Traditional phone landlines being relegated to the past across Illinois as AT&T looks to give customers newer, less expensive options. Company upgrading its communication service. APA described as the digital home phone service that works like a traditional landline, but is offered at a comparable and sometimes lower cost. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Well, Watts Copy Systems, they can get you cost-efficient solutions for your copier, your very busy office. If you want a free evaluation, call locally owned Watts Copy Systems, 217-352-0428. It's cold this morning, but the good news is it's not going to last.
Right.
It's going to be a lot warmer, relatively speaking.
Yeah, Thursday up to maybe 50.
What the heck? Meteorologist Greg Solier brought to you by Busey for over 157 years. Member FDIC.
Welcome everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, and vicinity. Hopefully one and all made it through the best they could on that Saturday snow event across the area. 3 to 6 inches and spots of 7 to a little north of 8. Heaviest east central Champaign County to right around the Danville area. Still a slow go on some of the rural routes, decks, and overpasses. And for the day-to-day, it'll be blowing in drifting snow on a south-southwesterly winds on the increase at 12 to 24. And gusty with sunshine, though. Afternoon temperatures will top out across the area at about 25. Not so bitter tonight, down to 16. Diminishing south-southwesterly wind this evening. Tomorrow, more seasonal sunshine, lighter wind, a better day's worth of outdoor work and getting around weather, and a better feel at 35 into the low 30s and holding tomorrow night up to 38. Partly sunny, a little melting getting going more so for the day on Wednesday and into Thursday, especially morning temps in the 40s there, falling to the 30s, and some rain in the morning and a shower in the afternoon. Sharply colder air settles in for Friday. Teens to start, 20s in the afternoon. We'll head back to 45 and some rain on Saturday. 30s for Sunday and Monday. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
Well, Original House of Pancake has some new menu items. Wake up, Central Illinois. The Original Pancake House Your hometown breakfast spot for nearly 50 years has cooked up something brand new. Try their berry stuffed French toast, the chef's special sunrise burrito, avocado toast, or the hearty cowboy skillet. And now enjoy specialty coffees at the original Pancake House. How about a latte for only $4.25? So start your day the delicious way at the original Pancake House. Great food, great coffee, nearly 50 years of great mornings. Madison, Springfield, in Champaign.
Attention drivers. When it comes to your car, trust matters. That's why savvy drivers choose PDR Automotive for top-notch service and unbeatable quality. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, their team of expert technicians has the skill and experience to keep your vehicle running smoothly. At PDR Automotive, customer satisfaction is their priority, and they won't rest until your car is back on the road performing at its best. Visit PDR Automotive in Urbana today, family owned and operated for more than 50 years. They're what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to the next Fighting Illini home basketball game. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to State Farm Center. Stop by Parlor Donuts in the Old Farm Shops on Kirby and Madison Champaign before the game to try their layered donuts, cold brews, blended treats, and more. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets with Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow right here in Champaign-Urbana can switch you over so you can start saving today. Kurt and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. It's easy to switch and save. Just give them a call when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At Pards in Urbana.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters?
Week from Thursday, are you ready? Week from Wednesday's Christmas Eve and all the services and everything else.
Yeah, we're 10 days out.
Yep. I had a piece I saw over the weekend I really liked. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta count down and find the cut. It's about the Holy Spirit.
Okay.
You gotta hear interesting.
Alive and well in my world.
Good, your grandmother.
For my grandson born over the weekend. Thanks to everyone who was praying.
Little Anna, who used to bring me the banana Laffy Taffies
after Halloween,
and she met her husband, who weirdly has the same love of Laffy Taffies as me.
Seth is getting the banana Laffy Taffy.
Anyway, as he should. You know, Nathaniel Allison gave me a box of yellow Laffy Taffies.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
That's why I don't go to the dentist. Anyway, it's 7:38. Here's a really interesting minute or so on the Holy Spirit.
Charles Spurgeon was once asked why he continually needed to be filled with the Spirit. His answer, because I leak. Ephesians 5:18 says, be filled with the Spirit. Now in the original Greek, that verb is continuous ongoing action. So a better translation is keep on being filled. Why? Well, because yesterday's filling was sufficient for yesterday, but you can't live on yesterday's bread. Many believers have had genuine encounters with God, but unless those moments are reinforced and given the opportunity to take root, love's gonna grow cold. Don't believe me? Try sustaining a marriage simply on the I do you said at the altar. God designed life to be sustained by continuous breath, to constantly inhale His breath, yielding moment by moment to the Spirit of God. Not once a week on Sunday, not once a year at a retreat, moment by moment, yielding and receiving. Salvation is a one-time deal, but living by the Spirit, being filled with the Spirit, and knowing you are utterly dependent on the Spirit, that's the oxygen of every believer.
Because I leak. That is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Luke Altmaier was at the ball game on Saturday, the Nebraska game, and caught up to him regarding Tennessee, NIL, and all of that.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing, man. Yeah, a lot of behind the scenes stuff, you know. But man, the bottom line is I'm gonna go play their best 11. We'll have our best 11 out there, and the world of college football is crazy, and so as we all know, so.
Yeah, Tennessee apparently tried to hire him, and he stayed. So we're excited. And the numbers flying around. Did Luke get $1 million? Maybe. I mean, he was very, very important to the season.
Yes, he was.
You know what, though?
And he stayed.
And then he got the microphone, and it reminds you of Dee Brown and James Augustine. They got the microphone with 16,000 people waiting. You hear pin drop, and it was, you're the best fans. I just wish I could help these kids, because in 30 seconds, they'll talk about you a long time. And Luke just kind of said, hey, we're going to be there, and, we're going to... Luke comes out and says, when I was growing up, I liked football. And then I met you. And I'm in love with football. And I'll never forget the University of Illinois, the greatest institution on earth. You remember when Luke said that one time? And
he said we meant so much to him.
No, it was just so nice. So he said he fell in love
I'm going
with
to the game, man. I'm going down to Nashville.
Because of us. And James Augustine, I could have just scripted 25 seconds when you grab the microphone. You're the greatest fans.
Yes.
When I was dribbling the basketball in my driveway, my dad said I'd be here. And I never believed him. I mean, just a moment. Stevie J creates moments.com. Stevie, I'm just kidding. Anyway, you could just, it's just such a golden chance. And these kids are getting microphones shoved in their face.
I know it.
They don't know the value of it. They will when they're 60, but they don't know the value of it now. They don't know that microphones won't be shoved in their mouth for very long. And then nobody wants to talk to them, or nobody will remember them. It's kind of tough. You're this unbelievable, can't go anywhere. Picture, take one with me, sign this.
Yep, kind of a flash, though.
And then you find yourself in Aldi and nobody even knows you. I mean, you can be a relatively big star, walk around, nobody even knows you. That's just how it is. So fame is fleeting, as they say.
That's right.
If you get it at all. So anyway, it's just these kids are young. They're wonderful young men. They're very talented. They're all these good. I just wish they could talk. I just wish a lot of them could talk.
For the Special Olympic things that I've emceed over the years, and with my son having some challenges, I handed him the mic at one of these events. Thank you for coming, he said. I thought that was very good.
To the point, on the mark. Wonderful.
Thank you for coming.
It's better than you're the greatest, smartest people.
It doesn't come naturally, Stevie. It's
Thank you for coming is very classic.
Absolutely.
Way to go, Aiden. Superstar broadcasting future.
There you go.
Okay, we've got this kind of random. It's Susie Wiles. I'm a Susie Wiles fan. Why? I don't know. Maybe because she's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
First woman chief of staff the United States has ever had.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
She's helping behind the scenes for Donald Trump. That's for sure.
Well, by the way, at the Army-Navy game, he was down there for the coin toss.
Yeah.
And he actually tossed the coin.
Oh, okay.
And the crowd went wild.
I'll bet.
They were very impressed and very appreciative of our Commander-in-Chief.
We'll hear more about it on Thursday when we have John Decker on, because he went to the show too. So
1, 2, 3,
excited
4, 5,
to hear
6,
about
7.
that.
Okay, here is the coin toss. I'll get to Susie Wiles here in a second.
On my mother's side, my ancestors were enslaved.
That's not it. Okay, that was the not oppressed guy. I can't. I got too many cuts.
And there's so many sound files.
Okay,
and
here
they
we
look
go.
all alike.
This is him. He's at midfield. The referee is standing there with all the captains. Quite a crowd out at middle field. Army, Navy, Baltimore, Maryland, Saturday, cold.
And everyone in attendance, welcome to Baltimore for the Army-Navy football game. This is your umpire, Anthony Gibson. My name is Tim Rich, and it's our crew's honor to be working this game today with you all. Joining me for the coin toss, it is my honor and privilege to introduce the Commander-in-Chief, our President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
That's pretty good reception there.
I got goosebumps.
That's the president just kind of waving, and again, yeah, John Decker was there on the sideline, so he was sending me a lot of pictures.
Oh, great.
And he's on the sideline. The president walks by. President says, "What are you doing here?"
Oh, really?
And then he gives him a hat. He gives him a USA hat.
Love it.
And I said, "My list is growing. John. I want the Air Force One pillow. I want your presidential cufflinks I think George W. gave him. And now I want the hat.
There you go.
As given to you by Donald J. Trump. And he wrote back, ha ha, ha ha, ha ha.
Uh-huh.
Not ha ha. It was ha ha, ha ha, ha ha.
Okay.
It's the way to say laughing. Okay, Susie Wiles is chief of staff. I'm fascinated by the behind the scenes. So you want to work for the president? Okay. You got nothing else going on in your life?
Right.
Because this is it.
And she was interviewed and said the sleeping habits are just,
he just
so
said
crazy.
It's tough, but you don't leave until he does.
I know.
So you're down 25 paces from the Oval Office. You know he's still there.
Yeah.
You start hearing it shut down, then you can go home.
Yeah.
But listen to the schedule.
We start every day early with
How early?
7:45.
Okay.
With a security briefing.
Okay.
we take it. They wouldn't like to hear me say this, but we do. It's a data point. It's not necessarily what we operate from. It's what they've heard or overheard or seen in other parts of the world. And then my days are all the same: security briefing, senior staff meeting, and then an operations meeting, and then the day starts. The president works 24/7, as I think everybody knows.
I don't know when he sleeps. Does he ever sleep?
No.
He doesn't.
No. And when we travel, it's a killer because normal people do need to get sleep, but he doesn't.
And do you travel a lot with him?
I do. I don't go everywhere, but I'm a little bit selfish. Places I've never been, like Korea and Malaysia, I did go. I mean, it's work, but you still get to see a part of the world you might not ever otherwise see. But he sort of does phone calls and sometimes call-in radio and all that stuff in the morning. And he'll come in mid-morning. So by the time he gets in, I better have done everything I needed to do for the day. And then it's a very long day. Meetings and some spontaneous conversations. And he usually finishes around 8, 9, and maybe earlier, 7 if he has a dinner, which he's busy most nights. And we stay there until he goes. And he's 25 paces down the hall from me, so I hear it when he's still there. And it's a long week, and I usually, work late on Friday and get all my work caught up, and then Saturday afternoons. But Sunday, no. Church on Sunday and take the day, and then we start over on Monday.
Does she have Secret Service? Is Susie Wiles the chief of staff?
I don't know.
Can she just go to a service by herself? I don't think so.
I mean, she's kind of a blend-in kind of gal.
But why am I so excited she's a woman? I think women are they're not as, to me, and this is maybe a false perception, not power hungry. Like,
Right.
not there's some women that are.
Sure, there are.
Hillary Clinton was very power hungry.
But more of a caretaker.
Well, just
role.
more interested in getting it done. And extraordinarily organized, and I think has kept the president very organized. The fact that she said last week on this same show, he doesn't know it yet, but he's going out a lot next year. So he doesn't even know.
Okay.
He trusts Susie Wiles.
Sure.
But I'm telling you, she's
the keeper of the calendar.
How could she be the first woman to be chief of staff for a president?
Right.
Anyway, I think she's terrific. 68 years old.
And Pat Summerall's daughter.
Pat Summerall, the great broadcaster. She was the one that got him to go to rehab for alcoholism.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just impressed. I'm kind of a fan of Susie Wiles. I just like how it doesn't need the spotlight, doesn't need a camera in front, doesn't really want a camera in front of her, very rarely does interviews, and very, very on top of it. So very impressive. But again, she goes to church. You just think of the logistics. For some reason, I'm fascinated by logistics. Well, how does the president go to the Army-Navy game? You got to block all those streets.
Yep.
You got to get him there on the Marine One, land it somewhere secure. You've already
some kind of
scouted that.
motorcade.
Yeah, and you just have to secure airspace. You have to secure all around the stadium. You have to check everybody carefully when they come in, even more so because the president of the United States is going to be on the field.
Yep.
Isn't that harder because he's on the field and there's 60,000 people?
I would hate that job.
Oh, my gosh. Because,
so much writing on everything.
But they're looking if there's any access to anywhere with rifles and all these other things. Because if you're up high, the president's there. There's no bubble around him.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine that job. It would be really hard.
Right.
All right, 7:50, ESPN 93.5. Greg's weather, it's going to get better. relatively speaking, a lot better.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
Are you tired of shivering in the winter? Look no further than your local heroes at ABC Heating and Air Conditioning. Hi, this is Gina inviting you to give us a call at 217-352-5400 to book your appointment to make sure your furnaces run safely and efficiently this winter. We've been proudly locally owned and operated and have been serving our community for over 50 years. ABC, always be comfortable. Call me 217-352-5400 to book your appointment today or go to abcheatingandac.com.
Calling all Honeycrisp apple lovers. Your Honeycrisp are ready at Curtis Orchard. That's right, it's Honeycrisp season, which means you can get them at Curtis Orchard now until we close in late December. Of course, we have all your other favorites too. Donuts, pies and fritters, apples, produce, cider, and gifts. It's all here waiting for you to enjoy during your next trip to Curtis Orchard. Visit us at curtisorchard.com or follow on Facebook to find out what else is in season right now.
We should talk about the quality you get at Ashley Home Store.
Because we are the largest producer of furniture in North America, we have to produce at the highest standard. So quality checking everything, up to 300 pounds on all of our reclining furniture. I've been to the factory, I've seen how they do the quality testing, and it's pretty impressive. It's kind of furniture nerdy, but I think it's fun to see how they go above and beyond. So the highest quality steel, they make their own foam, they make their own mattresses. It's the most vertically integrated furniture company in the world. And our website is ashley.com.
Check your weather now. Brought to you this morning by Kurt Lenschow. He's at State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Kurt are there. Here's our meteorologist, Greg Solier.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana vicinity. Hopefully you made it through A-OK on that barrage of winter icy storminess, 4 to 8 inches worth, and boy, plenty of travel woes everywhere. And that may continue in some open rural areas for the day-to-day with blowing and drifting snow. As south-southwesterly winds pick on up 12 to 24 and gusty. Afternoon high temperatures expected up around 25. Sunshine will be the rule. Fair to partly cloudy for tonight, 16. We'll get a little melt going for the day tomorrow at 35. Mainly sunny. The south-southwesterly wind, it'll be much lighter. 31 for tomorrow night, not as cold with increasing cloudiness. Partly sunny, 38 on Wednesday. Should pop into the 40s here Thursday morning. Rain in the morning, a shower in the afternoon with falling temperatures. We're stuck at highs in the mid to upper 20s. That's it for Friday. Then daytime readings will moderate some as we head on through the weekend. Back up to around 45 Saturday. Maybe a little freezing rain, early rain in the afternoon. Highs back down into the 30s of next week. No major winter storm made us across the area. That to head towards Christmas and the New Year's holiday. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm just Greg Soldgay.
Chicago Bears are in first place, my friends. We have the radio broadcast on WQQB here locally, Q96.1. And you'll hear Tom Thayer, who played for the Mike Ditka 85 Bears. He's the lineman. They're still doing color commentary for Jeff Joniak. And they get pretty fired up. Their post game is awesome. Listen to Bears football if you can't be in front of a TV. It's there. And the Bears are in first place because Denver beat Green Bay yesterday. So the Chicago Bears lead the North. And we'll see if they'll hold on. They got to play Green Bay this weekend in Soldier Field. It's going to be a lot more mild than it was with the 15 below wind chill they had in Soldier Field yesterday. And yes, it was packed. You're thinking, nobody's going to go that way. Heck, 20 beers doesn't make it feel that cold if you have 20 beers, and there's a lot of beer being consumed at Soldier Field on game day. So here's the scenario. Patrick Mahomes got torn out ACL. He's done till maybe after the start of next year.
That's right.
Micah Parsons, Green Bay's best pass rusher, is out.
I missed that one, but I am seeing
ACL,
it now. They
it?
think ACL.
Yeah. Okay, so the Kansas City Chiefs are eliminated from postseason officially. So that means for the first time in a decade,
yes,
you'll not see they've been to like 9 or 10 straight AFC championships.
The chatter was,
wow.
Does Andy Reid just fold it all up now because there's probably no chance?
They're done as far as the dynasty, I think. And it's been a heck of a run.
For sure.
So Kansas City, who's normally on your TV in January and February, no more. They're out of the playoffs. How about Joe Burrow? who's only played a little for Cincinnati, he's out of the playoffs. Lamar Jackson kind of has a chance. So you're looking at, generally speaking, the rule is you got to have a really good quarterback to win a Super Bowl. It hasn't happened every time, but it's happened most all the time. So the best quarterback left, I think, is Josh Allen at Buffalo. And, man, he's been checkmated every year by either Burrow or Mahomes. And now this year, they're not in it. And Buffalo beats at New England. They won at New England yesterday. So you look at May and you look at Nix for Denver, and you're going kind of young. Caleb Williams, kind of young. Maybe. Hey, the Bears... Yeah, I'm telling you, it's 40-year anniversary of the 85 Bears. What the heck?
Heck yeah.
Why not?
Let's do it.
There is no steamroller here. There is no Kansas City. There is no Philadelphia. They're not as good. And Kansas City out, Philadelphia's going to be in, but they're not the same.
I'm just looking at the Micah Parsons, how that happened. Why is he doing that?
I don't know how it happened.
Okay. It looked like he was trying to tackle the quarterback or something. Why is he even out there? I don't know what's going on.
Micah Parsons?
Yeah.
That's what he does for a living. He tackles quarterbacks.
I thought he was the quarterback.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was the quarterback going to get
You are.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Never mind everything I just said 20 seconds ago.
That's okay. Michael Parsons is the best pass rusher
Packers
in football.
edge rusher. There it is.
He is our Gabe Akis on steroids. And Michael Parsons is the best pass rusher in football.
Trying to chase down quarterback Bo Nix.
That's
there it is.
Yeah, because that would be weird if he's a quarterback chasing down Bo Nix. But that's a big hit. Yeah. That's a really big hit for the Green Bay Packers. You traded for Micah from Dallas. Dallas is bad. They lost to Minnesota in Dallas last night. So that was bad. Okay, well, we'll just keep tracking all this stuff. Again, Illinois basketball loses to Nebraska 83-80 on the last second three. Beat us at the buzzer. I thought Nebraska was great. And Brad was pretty upset with the lack of effort, I guess. Effort isn't right the word. I guess just lack of focus.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe more focus.
Mike White passed away over the weekend at the age of 89. Text in 359-2255 on the Fisher National Bank text line. Steve, the Heisman Trophy winner.
I got to play
from
Mendoza.
Indiana, great speaker.
I got
fantastic quote.
Fantastic. A+ on the Stevie J speaking.
Yes.
He was genuine. He shouted out to his grandparents in Spanish.
And with the Cuba stuff.
I did not know.
Fernando Mendoza.
I will play some of Fernando Mendoza and the acceptance speech, some of that coming up. His mom has MS. I didn't know that.
Wow.
What a dear, sweet-looking woman.
Lots of layers to him getting the Heisman Trophy and being in the spotlight.
It's the greatest turnaround, greatest turnaround in the history of football.
Yeah,
Nobody's ever done this.
He was like a redshirt walk-on kind of story.
A man with a tremendous faith and very emotional.
Right.
But talk about if he can play in the NFL.
His brother Alfonso, I think, was the backup.
He's the freshman, and will he be the quarterback next year? I mean, he's going to be the first pick, I think. I don't know. How do you got a human being like that? And he did an outstanding. I wondered if I could not stop thinking, is there a teleprompter? Because if he did this without that, he was unreal. And how about Kurt Cignetti, the coach at Indiana, on 60 Minutes last night?
Oh, really? Did he crack a smile at all?
I don't know. I didn't. I taped it. I didn't
bring
get a
up
chance
the statistics all the time.
Shouldn't say.
After the Big Ten championship, I was like, dude, be happy. You won.
Got to get better, Diane. No, they attack all the time. And in 2 years, it's just, again, this has never happened. Arguably the worst football program in America was Indiana over the years, last 100 years. Statistically, they won 37% of their games. That's like 37% of their games. And here they are, 11-2 and now 13-0, 14-0, whatever it is. It's pretty remarkable. Okay, the news is coming up next. We'll be right back. ESPN 93.5, there's Grandma Ducey.
Yes.
I'm Stevie J.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we
listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
This is a Fox News alert. A Hollywood legend is dead and there's a murder investigation. I'm Dave Anthony. Rob Reiner and his wife were found stabbed to death in their home in Los Angeles.
We expect and hope to hear a lot more information from the LAPD later this morning. As yet, they have not even confirmed the identities of the two people they found dead in the home owned by Rob Reiner here in the Brentwood area of Los Angeles. It was left to Reiner's family to confirm that those killed were indeed the legendary director and his wife, Michelle.
That's Fox's Jonathan Hunt. There are reports that Reiner's son, Nick, is a person of interest. Rob Reiner was 78, and while he's renowned for directing famous movies from Stand By Me to The Princess Bride and Harry Met Sally, he first became famous on TV in the 1970s.
Oh, wait a second, Arch. That's not fair. You're ahead way more than $10. Listen to the meat-headed college boy over there.
And Reiner won Emmys for that role as meathead on All in the Family. They had the wrong guy. That's what police are saying in Providence, Rhode Island. Releasing the person of interest they took into custody yesterday in Saturday's mass shooting that left 2 people dead, 9 injured.
They now warn the killer remains free, but despite a suspect being on the loose, law enforcement is not reinstating the shelter-in-place orders that had been in effect much of Sunday, as they don't feel there is an immediate danger to the public. The university is canceling all remaining classes and exams for the semester and is telling students they may leave campus for winter break.
Fox's Evan Brown. A memorial grows at Australia's Bondi Beach near Sydney, where 2 gunmen, a father and son, targeted Jews in a terror attack, shooting up a Hanukkah celebration, killing 15 people, wounding about 40 others.
In one vivid scene, a bystander can be seen crouched and then tackling one of the gunmen, wrestling him to the ground, taking the gun away, then pointing him out to the police.
Fox's Greg Palcott. Police killed the older gunman. His son's in a coma in a hospital. America's listening to Fox News.
You ever wonder why Verizon charges twice as much as Pure Talk for the same basic service? Think it might have something to do with the fact that Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotion. That's billion with a B. Yeah, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. That's why they can offer unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a blazing fast 5G network for just $25 a month. Save an additional 50% off your first month when you dial pound 250 and say the words micro. That's pound 250, micro.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
The U.S. will retaliate in Syria. That's what President Trump vows after the weekend ISIS terror attack that killed 2 American soldiers and a civilian interpreter. While the U.S. military also remains off the coast of Venezuela after blowing up boats suspected of trafficking illegal drugs and seizing an oil tanker. President Trump has suggested there could be strikes on land, too.
Many see recent U.S. threats of land strikes as a means of forcing Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro out of power. Opposition leader Maria Corina Machado said,
I will welcome more and more pressure so that Maduro understands that he has to go.
Democratic Senator Mark Warner of Virginia said drug traffickers are a threat, but when it comes to attacks on foreign soil,
the president, when he puts American forces potentially in harm's way, needs to come and explain to the American people what the goal is here.
Both were on CBS Face the Nation. Some Democrats in Congress said a recent strike on survivors of an alleged drug boat could qualify as a war crime. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
In Hong Kong, a pro-democracy activist convicted.
Media mogul Jimmy Lai has been found guilty of colluding with foreign forces to endanger Chinese national security. The 78-year-old was arrested 5 years ago under a controversial law imposed on the territory by the Chinese government. The mogul faces life in prison and is expected to be sentenced early next year. Lai used his now defunct Apple Daily newspaper to call on foreign governments to sanction Beijing. He denied the charges, his lawyers arguing that he stopped calling for sanctions after the law changed. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are rising before trading starts this hour. In the NFL, the Kansas City Chiefs are finished, eliminated from playoff contention after losing to the LA Chargers and losing star quarterback Patrick Mahomes to a serious knee injury. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Sheriffs across central Illinois reported feeling inundated by Freedom of Information Act requests, which has been described as a statewide problem. Champaign County Sheriff says other sheriffs across the state have been overwhelmed by the number of FOIA requests they've been receiving, and he said this has caused a burden on the time of his staff. Tuscola principal stepping down after being accused of harassing a staff member. In compliance consulting found North Ward Elementary School principal Jason Wallace sexually harassed a teacher's aide from March of 2023 to March of this year. The consultants recommended in October that Wallace be suspended from his job. Champaign Salvation Army says they have the latest numbers on donations. They said they got around 4,000 toys for kids in need. It's a good thing, too, because they said the need has increased to the tune of 2,800 kids across the county. But as the need has gone up, they say the generosity has as well. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Yeah, we mentioned it's Grandma Ducey, so Diane is officially grandma. Her daughter Anna had a baby boy.
Right. And so things are good in my life, and Mama and baby are doing well and probably home later today. And actually a good time to just kind of sit out because of the bitterly cold conditions we were having. And, you know, it was good timing for me because I had finished up all my Tolono holiday happenings. And, you know, Anna got the pinning ceremony at Parkland on Friday night as a nurse. So we were hoping my first grandson would hold out, and he did, and came into the world at 3:24 a.m. Sunday morning.
Wow.
Yes.
So you were just kind of standing by for instructions.
Right.
And you've been helping with the dog.
That's right. Yeah. And Anna was very concerned about Riggs and you know, if he'll be taken care of and all that. And he is. He loves staying with Grandma.
Well, you know, I mean, the doggies are unbelievable.
They're your kids, too?
Well,
right.
it's just the greatest prelude to children. Because you have somebody depending on you, you're responsible for them. Sometimes they don't act perfectly, all these other things. I thought
there's unconditional love there.
Well, just love it.
We had a golden retriever, Theodore, and Theodore was all in on Nathaniel. But any kind of peep in the middle of the night, there were 3 that rushed to the little crib, and it was Theodore the dog. And Janet and I, after the first week, Theodore wanted to be let out the front door. He said, "I'm tired. This is crazy middle of the night stuff. Sleep some more." That's kind of the biggest thing is adjusting to the new schedule.
Yes.
But your heart is so intertwined with that new miracle. And it's just, and there's no relationship like a mother and child. There's just none.
Yes. I'm just so proud of Seth and Anna for being champs, and she was handling him so well in the hospital room, and they're hoping to come home today and settle in, and just a great chapter.
Well, we're excited for all of you.
Thank you.
It's really great news.
Thanks for all the prayers for everybody who was thinking of us.
Yep. Check your weather. Yep. Our weatherman is meteorologist Greg Solier. And I am pumped because all this ice, snow-packed road that you just got to be careful. It's going to be melting away in the next 5 days. That feel pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, that Saturday event, I tell you. So, 6.2 inches of snow over at the water survey. 8.1 was the highest we saw at Danville. So a pretty good corridor. Generally in the range of about 3 to 5. I mean, except for those heavier pockets that were here in East Central Illinois. It had some 5 to 7 inch totals into parts of McLean County as well. But yeah, the melting and thawing process getting underway. But we've got some blowing and drifting around and still taking a while for that treatment, chemicals, salting, whatever the county has up their sleeve. It takes a while to get that stuff to kick in. Typically, it's 20 and higher that really gets going, and we'll accomplish that for the day today. But again, a healthy breeze. And that means blowing and drifting in open areas with this low moisture content snow. If you think it's kind of in record-setting territory, we're certainly past and already accelerating past the numbers that we had back in 1977. And we year since 1950 at our fastest clip of 1 foot snows across the area. And by the way, wintertime officially clocks in on the 21st, so this puts that into perspective. But a respite here for this week. Sunshine, some blowing and drifting snow. Afternoon temperatures were in the single digits, now moving in the right direction up to 25, but that south-southwest wind 12 to 24 and gusty, and that means two things: low wind chills much of the day, and again, some blowing and drifting of that fluffed up snow in outlying open rural areas, so still some caution out there. We'll see readings in the teens tonight, some melting and thawing, at least thaw-free cycles Tuesday and Wednesday, partly sunny skies. By Wednesday, lots of sunshine tomorrow, lighter winds both days at 35 tomorrow, 38 Wednesday. We'll pop briefly into the 40s on Thursday with some rain in the morning, fall back into the 30s. Another wedge of cold air keeps us back to about 27 on Friday. Then we go right back in the other direction. 40s for the day on Saturday, 30s on Sunday and Monday. Still looks to be a quiet weather picture till Christmas. Stormier weather returns at that point. So, for Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Thank you so much, sir. Don't like the around Christmas stormier. Don't like that.
I know.
Okay.
10 days away.
Dreaming of a white
Well, we sure have a white one now.
Christmas.
ESPN 93.5. There's Grandma Ducey. I'm
morning.
Stevie J. Diana, her daughter, had a baby boy on
Over the weekend.
Sunday morning, the 14th.
Everything's going well so far.
Well, our really good friend is Sylvia Ronsville, she and John have done Empty Tomb, 1971 or something, Sylvia?
Yeah, 72.
72.
Full-time. Yeah.
You kids were 7 years old when you started this. That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. How are you? How are you both?
We missed you. We thought you were going to get to come in, but the darn weather's so cold and snowy and ice-packed and all that other stuff. I'm so glad you're on the phone. Tell people again, I do it every year, just explain Empty Tomb. I think obviously by Empty Tomb, it's about Jesus, but why don't you explain?
All right, and essentially we want to say, it kind of started with the question, what difference does it make to the world, to the hurting world particularly, that we say we are Christians? So we started out in what had been an empty house on University Avenue, and we just, one of the volunteers put a sign up in the window and said, Jesus loves you, and people started coming. I don't have a bed, I don't have clothes, I don't have whatever. And I started calling churches. Now we have a network of churches that do food deliveries. We have great volunteers who go out and pick up and deliver furniture to people on waiting lists. Clothing room is open. Everything is free in Jesus' name. And we have helping funds for medical, sometimes for rent. That's limited. We can only help 2 or 3 families a week, but we are able to help 2 or 3 families a week. And we have a helping appointment for gas. This morning we'll be taking the first 10 callers, and $30 towards a bill or bus tokens. And then, of course, we live in a hurting world, and my husband, John, right from the beginning was like, we're supposed to focus on the world. So we also have a work to encourage churches to do projects, their own projects, to help reduce global child deaths. A little kid under the age of 5 is dying from treatable causes every 21 seconds because they don't have medical treatment. So if a church wants to buy an incubator, we'll match the money through missionmatch.org. So essentially, and here's the deal, here's the wonderful part, this was an idea, and people have responded and made it real. It'd be an idea sitting on the shelf, but church people want to help, and they have helped over all these years. It's been so inspiring.
Well, you've done inspiring work, Sylvia. You've been such a great example to reach out and help. And I remember for a number of years, we did something on the radio called the Hug Club, and I would take listeners to nursing homes who would just hug people. And it was great. And I remember walking out one day thinking, it's like sand on the beach. There's so many. What difference does it make? I mean, do you ever feel that kind of, there's so many that you need to help, but you can't help everybody. And Jesus said, the poor will always be among us. I wish it would all go away. Where would that happen? Heaven? I mean,
It depends what we want to do. This is the other part of our work is research. And really, a man named Angus Madison, who was surprisingly British, did research from zero all the way up to the year 2000, and then he died. And then we've kind of extended his work. But the fact is that all the way up into the 1700s, the gross domestic product of the world stayed steady. Essentially, money wasn't around. It was about 400 per capita. And now it has just shot up since the 1700s, and we are so rich, it's up, in the thousands, tens of thousands per person as in the U.S. We have so much potential for what would be the equal to the soft drink budget of the U.S. We could deal with water, hunger, primary education, and stop these child deaths, and also fully fund everybody getting a Bible who wanted one. But so it's what we want to do. That's the question. What do we want to do with our lives? And I read a good quote the other day, and D.L. Moody, who had a gift. I mean, student volunteer movement, he really had a gift. And one of the things he said is, why not give your life to Jesus, because he'll do such a better job with it than you will.
No, right, exactly. I mean, to Charles Spurgeon, I played this clip earlier. Charles Spurgeon said, why do you continually need to be filled with the Holy Spirit? And he said, because I leak. And I think it's exactly right. So it's important. Back 2,000 years ago, from some weird reason, I looked it up. What was the life expectancy at Jesus' time? Do you know, Sylvia? I got a number.
I don't know. I don't know.
Life expectancy around Jesus was 30 years old because so many children died.
Wow.
And if you made it to 35, there's a good chance you'd make it to 50. But boy, it was a lot less than we have now. So that means more opportunity. The Ronsvilles are going to do Empty Tomb in 30 years. It's so awesome of you to commit to that. Sylvia, way to go.
Yes.
If God allows, we'll be here,
listen,
I have to tell you.
You guys are youthful, and you've done such Jesus work with Empty Tomb. All right, so where do you want people to give some money at the end? By the end of the year, it's a little tax advantage
and
as
you're
well.
coming out of a campaign, Sylvia, where you've just helped 100 families or so on Friday, right? Dishing out some toys.
Right. Folks signed up, and we have two wonderful volunteers who coordinated other volunteers for toys all year long, and family baskets for the older kids and the parents. And yes, in the horrible weather on Friday, 90 of the 100 families showed up.
Wow!
And so we were here all day, and the volunteers showed up. And yes, right now we are raising the money that will, in 2026, provide help with medical needs that people have. We get referrals for people who can't pay their medical bill or their prescription, and also our helping referral, which agencies call and they say, this person just had a baby, she's out of work, she can't pay her rent this month, and we are able to cover it. So money donated postmarked by December 31st to emptytomb.org or Empty Tomb, P.O. Box 2404, Champaign 61825. That will go towards those expenses and other good things for 2026.
And if anybody wants any information on anything, or you want to get your church involved in the mission match, it's info@emptytomb.org.
Yeah, big fan of yours. Big fan of yours, Sylvia.
Thank you, and fans of your guys. Thank you so much for all you do.
Keep up the great work, and God bless. Merry Christmas to you, Sylvia.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. You too. Thanks.
With the holidays upon us, it is easy to forego financial plans. Maybe you do this planning here. Charitable giving is one of their suggestions from Busey. Charitable giving can benefit your overall financial plan by decreasing current and future income taxes, reducing potential estate taxes, and helping to provide retirement income. You help Empty Tomb. College planning, a lot of range of options here in Illinois. The 529 plans offer tax breaks. Most lets you save up to $300,000 per beneficiary. Then you want to do your retirement planning, wealth transfer, and of course your current tax planning. A lot of it needs to be done now. Start your year-end planning today with the experienced professionals at Busey Wealth Management to get and stay financially fit through next year and beyond. You can call them at 800-67-BUSEY or visit Busey.com. Investment products and services are not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee. Again, Busey started in 1868, a year after the University of Illinois opened their doors. Mm-hmm. It's Busey, member FDIC. All right, we check your weather forecast. Our meteorologist is Greg Solier.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana vicinity. Hopefully you made it through A-OK on that barrage of winter icy storminess, 4 to 8 inches worth, and boy, plenty of travel woes everywhere. And that may continue on some open rural areas for the day today with blowing and drifting snow as south-southwesterly winds pick on up 12 to 24 and gusty. Afternoon high temperatures expected up around 25. Sunshine will be the rule. Fair to partly cloudy for tonight, 16. We'll get a little melt going for the day tomorrow at 35. Mainly sunny. The south-southwesterly wind, it'll be much lighter. 31 for tomorrow night, not as cold with increasing cloudiness, partly sunny, 38 on Wednesday. Should pop into the 40s here Thursday morning. Rain in the morning, a shower in the afternoon with falling temperatures. We're stuck at highs in the mid to upper 20s. That's it for Friday. Then daytime readings will moderate some as we head on through the weekend. Back up to around 45 Saturday, maybe a little freezing rain, early rain in the afternoon. Highs back down into the 30s of next week. No major winter storm across the area. That to head towards Christmas and the New Year's holiday. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Israel.
To Washington.
I'm Mike Emanuel.
To your own backyard. If a story impacts you or your wallet, we're on it. It's the Fox News Rundown. We give every story the deeper look it deserves with must-listen interviews and smart analysis from the voices you can trust. Start your day with the Fox News Rundown. Listen and follow now at foxnewsrundown.com or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
What to do for New Year's Eve?
I got an idea,
Okay.
Stevie. It's at Houlihan's, and if you make your reservation with that special someone, or if you want to fly solo, all good. A staycation, a getaway, you book your Houlihan's reservation, have a fine meal, and then an $89 a night deal for New Year's Eve as you stay at the Eye. Luxurious hotel, just a hidden gem in our area. If you need a staycation, this is the answer. A special New Year's Eve menu with 4 courses here, and the snow crab cake starter, or would you like the French onion soup? I always try to get that, or lobster bisque when it comes to the soup and salad options. I know. And my mouth is watering, I'm sorry. A ribeye steak, a swordfish fillet. Just so many great options for you as you enjoy your meal. And then that $89 a night before tax on New Year's Eve for this special. So there's complimentary wine or cider for the toast. There's seatings at 5, 6:30, 7:30, and 9. I suggest you research it today and maybe surprise that special someone. Maybe a handwritten note at Christmas saying we're doing New Year's Eve. Stay at theeye.com for all the details on Houlihan's.
Hi, this is Chris Vandeventer with Philo Exchange Bank. We've defined hometown banking for 14 decades. We've been a legacy of trust and dedication. We believe in the power of a community where every neighbor is a member of our family and not just another name. Unlike many other banks, our lending decisions are made within the walls of the bank. Quite simply, local banking means you get what you need quickly and efficiently.
Philo Exchange Bank, hometown community banking since 1883. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Best in Show is coming our way thanks to Champaign County Camera Club and the Urbana Park District. The show will run from February 5th through the 13th at Lincoln Square in Urbana. Find your best photos and enter them in the Best of Show photographic print competition. There's adult and youth categories. $5 to enter the first photo, $3 for each additional photo. For details, call Janet at 217-367-1544 or pick up an entry form. Details found at urbanaparks.org. Urbana Park District, you belong here.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
This is Rob Meyer with Provident Financial Group. Unfortunately, there is not a one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is that we can help improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
The fastest lawnmowers, Dixie Chopper dedicated diesel, might have a couple left, not many.
There's not very many. They're going for awesome prices. If somebody wants to make an offer on one, we're more than happy to entertain it, and if it's in the ballpark, we'll get it worked out.
Wow, that's amazing. I know somebody heard us talking and went in last week or two and was excited because of the deal he got.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, and then they picked it up, I believe, last week, and everything is good. Andy, it was a little bit dirty. It was actually one of the low-hour trades that we had, and Andy would not let that thing go out dirty, so he made them wait a couple of days so he could get it cleaned up and washed up good. So.
Well, somebody got a deal. I know that. There are deals to be had at Dedicated Diesel, Dixie Chopper. How would they reach you on the driving side and anything about the Dixie Chopper? They call Andy, I think.
Yep, they can call Andy at 217-328-0562.
Have a good one. Tim Onstadt.
Tim Onstadt, Gale Ferrex Trucking, and Dedicated Diesel.
At the UPS Store, we have everything to help small business owners be unstoppable. So if you need mailbox services, we'll be the mailbox store.
What if my business isn't brick and mortar?
Easy. With our mailbox services, you'll get a real street address instead of a P.O. box.
What if I give you a big bear hug for making my day?
Then get in here, buddy.
The UPS Store can help small business owners be unstoppable with our mailbox services. We'll hold your mail and packages in a safe location. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. The UPS Store locations are independently owned. Product services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details.
Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to the next Fighting Illini home basketball game. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to State Farm Center. Stop by Jets Pizza at Neal and Green Street or Round Barn off Springfield and Mattis for their delicious Detroit-style pizza. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets from Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting.
I would like to play Fernando Mendoza's speech at the Heisman. It is so well crafted. It was so good. I'll do that here after the break here coming up. We do have a Stever, the program where I, Stevie J, happily give you money to go spend at a wonderful place like Jets Pizza.
Yes.
So I've got $50 bills given out, a number of them this morning. If you just go to gostever.com and enter, you get $50 for Jets Pizza. And that's just at gostever.com. Very easy.
You'll use this offer within 7 days. 1907 West Springfield over by Round Barn or 512 South Neal Street at Green. And that little strip mall there with Jets Pizza.
I think the takeaway from the Illinois loss to Nebraska was, number one, Nebraska is very, very good. Number two, we are showing signs, even though Keaton Wagler is certainly unique. Usually freshmen are up and down. This guy so far, and Yaka Jonas was pretty doggone good the first semester last year. And then he got hurt, and I think that he wasn't quite the same to me. But this Keaton Wagler is just very talented.
Right.
And anyway, he's been terrific. But David Merkovic, David, not so much consistent.
What was your personal turning?
Okay, wrong cut.
Plus, Andrei Stojakovic and Keaton Wagler both had a double-double in the game, but the big score getter was Kylan Boswell.
Here's Coach talking about David.
11 for David in 23. You mentioned plus-minus earlier, and I'm looking at minus 11 for David in 23 minutes. You know, he's been so good. What was not working for him today?
That's a question for him. I got to figure out. I mean, he's to be very honest, two really bad practices. When David's focused and competing and flying around in practice, he's elite. And 3 turnovers. I mean, couldn't play him. Couldn't put him in a game. And, that's, what's the old Bob Knight quote? Ask to bench to brain.
Yep, that's kind of what Bob Knight said. You're not going to play. And David didn't come here to not play. So I suspect he'll get after it in a fierce way this week because he'll have to.
Yes.
Or he will not play. That's kind of how that works. All right, the news is coming up. I'm going to play the clip from the Heisman Trophy winner next.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is ready to help you combine home and auto and save right here in Champaign-Urbana. Call 352-1411 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. Police in Los Angeles are investigating the deaths of director and actor Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle, found stabbed in their home. Their son Nick, reportedly a person of interest in the case. Rob Reiner was 78. He first became famous on TV in the 1970s as Meathead on All in the Family.
Oh, wait a second, Osh. That's not fair. You're ahead way more than $10. Listen to the meat-headed college boy over there.
His movies as a director include Stand By Me, Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, and A Few Good Men. A detained person of interest in Saturday's shooting at Brown University is released.
Investigations will tell us whether something is valid or not, whether something needs to be ruled out. It's not a mistake. It's just how investigations work.
Providence, Rhode Island Police Chief Oscar Perez, one of the two students killed, is the Browns' Republican Club Vice President Ella Cook. 9 people are injured. America's listening to Fox News.
Oh boy, I don't want to check my mail. Please no mail today. Please no.
What's the problem?
Oh, hey, Paul Reekin from Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
Why are you afraid of your mailbox?
There's going to be a notification in there to extend the manufacturer's warranty on my refrigerator.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right. My 1-year manufacturer warranty is almost up and I'm so nervous. Oh boy. They're going to want hundreds of dollars to extend my protection just 2 more years.
In most cases, manufacturers want around $300 to extend your protection past the first year unless...
Unless what, Paul?
Unless you buy your appliance from Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. We give you 10 years of extended protection for free.
Do I have to wait 3 weeks to see a technician if something goes wrong?
Not at all. Dick Van Dyke Appliance World has next day service from our top-rated, award-winning service technicians.
The best service for free? Nothing to be afraid of in my mailbox a year later?
Not regarding your appliances. You paid your taxes last year, right?
Oh gosh, gee willy wickers. You think anyone would notice that?
Wow!
Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
Hey, it's Jeremy with Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Fall is here, and that means it's time to make sure your furnace is ready before the cold sets in. With our Land's Comfort Family Plan, we'll visit twice a year to keep your HVAC and plumbing systems in top shape. You'll have peace of mind of knowing your home is ready for the season ahead. Call Land's today at 217-355-5512 and ask about joining our comfort family. Visit us anytime at landsinc.com, and remember, it's hard to stop a train.
Here's a look at local news. Tuscola principal stepping down after being accused of harassing a staff member. In compliance consulting found North Ward Elementary School principal Jason Wallace sexually harassed a teacher's aide from March of 2023 to March of this year. The consultants recommended in October that Wallace be suspended from his job. Champaign Salvation Army says they have the latest numbers on donations. They said they got around 4,000 toys for kids in need. It's a good thing, too, because they said the need has increased to the tune of 2,800 kids across the county. But as the need has gone up, they say the generosity has as well. Sheriffs across Central Illinois reported feeling inundated by Freedom of Information Act requests, which has been described as a statewide problem. Champaign County Sheriff says other sheriffs across the state have been overwhelmed by the number of FOIA requests they've been receiving, and he said this has caused a burden on the time of his staff. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
It's great when hard work and experience are recognized. Hi, this is Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank. I am thrilled to share that Fisher National has been ranked 7th in the nation as a top lender in mortgage loans among banks with asset size of $300 million to $1 billion by our National Banking Association. This recognition is a testament to our lending team's dedication and expertise. After all, better banking experiences start with local people and local decision making. If you're in the market for a new home or considering refinancing your existing home, let our team at Fisher National Bank earn your business and trust. We offer competitive rates with low closing costs, and we locally service almost all of our loans. Come see us with all your home mortgage needs and experience the top-notch service that has earned us national recognition. Learn more at fishernational.com or stop by one of our branches today.
Fisher National Bank, exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Make it an unforgettable New Year's Eve at Houlihan's. Enjoy an exclusive 4-course feast for couples and singles paired with special cocktails or mocktails. Book your reservation for 5, 6:30, 7:30, or 9 and get a complimentary sparkling beverage for a toast. But that's not all. Stay the night in a luxurious hotel room at iHotel. $89 before tax. Perfect for a cozy New Year's getaway. Reservations are preferred, but walk-ins are welcome. Visit stayatthei.com or call 217-819-5000.
Welcome everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, and vicinity. Hopefully one and all made it through the best they could on that Saturday snow event across the area. 3 to 6 inches and spots of 7 to a little north of 8. Heaviest east central Champaign County to right around the Danville area. Still a slow go on some of the rural routes, decks, and overpasses. And for the day-to-day, it'll be blowing in drifting snow on a south-southwesterly winds on the increase at 12 to 24. And gusty with sunshine, though. Afternoon temperatures will top out across the area at about 25. Not so bitter tonight, down to 16. Diminishing south-southwesterly wind this evening. Tomorrow, more seasonal, sunshine, lighter wind, a better day's worth of outdoor work and getting around weather, and a better feel at 35 into the low 30s and holding tomorrow night up to 38. Partly sunny, a little melting getting going more so for the day on Wednesday and into Thursday, especially morning temps in the 40s there, falling to the 30s, and some rain in the morning and a shower in the afternoon. Sharply colder air settles in for Friday. Teens to start, 20s in the afternoon. We'll head back to 45 and some rain on Saturday. 30s for Sunday and Monday. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm your host, Greg Soldier.
All right, so Fernando Mendoza won the Heisman Trophy for the Indiana Hoosiers. Amazing. He gave the trophy to the Indiana University trophy case. So I don't know what they have planned for that, but that's one you got to really protect in this day and age.
Now, Rick has texted in to 359-2255 about this Heisman Trophy winner being such a great speaker for Indiana without notes. And was fantastic.
That's why I thought, is there a teleprompter?
Right.
I don't see one. So it's amazing. Now, remember, there are 4 people sitting there. He wasn't necessarily going to win, but he was ready.
The winner of the 2025 Heisman Trophy is Fernando Mendoza.
He's a pretty tall guy, too. Very emotional. His mother has multiple sclerosis. He's got a younger brother who's the backup quarterback. He's got another younger brother who's like 7th grade. Alfonso. And then he's got grandparents in the house. Curtsing, then he's smiling, grabbing. You earned that one. Smiling, hugging him. How about that?
Right. Fernando.
And here comes Fernando Mendoza.
The Indiana Hoosiers have a Heisman Trophy. This one is yours. It weighs 25 pounds. Give it a lift. It carries a lot more weight than that.
Wow. Holding it up. All right, so no teleprompter. And this is pretty dang good.
I'm at a loss of words. Wow, I mean, thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody. First, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to chase a dream that once felt the world away. Standing here tonight, holding this bad boy, representing Indiana University, still doesn't feel real. If you told me as a kid in Miami that I'd be here on stage holding this prestigious trophy, I probably would have laughed, cried like I'm doing now, or both. Because this moment, it's an honor, it's bigger than me. It's a product of a family, team, community, and a whole lot of people who believed in me long before anybody knew my name. To the Heisman Trust, voters, legends standing behind me, and all who cherish this award and what it stands for. It's a privilege to join this fraternity. You have my deepest respect. I promise to carry the Heisman name with humility, gratitude, and with responsibility. Congrats to all my teammates, my brothers. This is our trophy. I love you guys more than you know.
No, he's not even looking at notes. I don't see any paper at all. Amazing.
To my linemen who protected me, every receiver and tight end that bailed me out and made me look good, to every running back who fought for more yards, and to our defense that gave us that heart, swagger, and more second chances than we definitely deserved. This trophy might have my name on it, but it belongs to all of you. It belongs the first time in Bloomington. Playing in front of Hoosier Nation is one of the greatest privileges of my life, and I'll carry that forever. And my lifelong teammate, Alberto, my brother, my closest confidant, the one I trust more than anybody to get through a tough day, tough play, tough game. I love you, bro. I love you.
Brother's crying.
Thank you for always giving it to me straight, no matter the circumstance. Thank you to Coach Dunn and to Christopher Columbus High School for giving me a home, a dream to follow, and more importantly, a brotherhood. Adelante. To my Cal family, thank you for being the first to believe in my future. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for educating me, giving me the foundation that enabled me to grow into the person I am today. To Coach Signetti, Whitmer, Shanahan, Owens, and every single coach who has guided me along the way. You drove me to a level I didn't even know I had inside of me. From the late night film sessions to the tough conversations and pushing me to be the best Fernando possible. You didn't make me just a better quarterback, you made me a better man.
Holding back tears, Fernando Mendoza, Heisman Trophy winner, Indiana.
Sorry guys, I'll try to lighten up here. In fourth grade, I was a new kid on the park football team. Didn't know a single teammate and was fourth on the depth chart. By midseason, I wanted to get out of there, I wanted to quit. My parents said I had to finish what I started. So I learned to embrace my team, and that is when I fell in love with football. By high school, I was chasing the first stages of pipe dream, to play in college. Then COVID hit, cut the season short. The result, I was only a 2-star prospect, and only had 1 scholarship offer. But my family's unconditional love and belief kept me going and pushed me forward. These are the people who built me long before football did. Mommy, this is your trophy as much as it is mine. You've always been my biggest fan. You're my light, you're my why, you're my biggest supporter. Your sacrifices, courage, love, those have been my first playbook and the playbook that I'm gonna carry through my side through my entire life. You taught me that toughness doesn't need to be loud. It can be quiet and strong. It's choosing hope. It's believing in yourself when the world doesn't give you much reason to. Together, you and I are rewriting what people think is possible.
Mom has multiple sclerosis. She's crying. Now the father's he's crying. Fernando's crying.
Papi, thank you for grounding me. Thank you for holding me accountable when it was always tough and reminding me that talent you can't have talent. Reminding me that talent means nothing without discipline and consistency. While I'm playing a team game, I'm learning to grow into a man, and you personify commitment. You picked all of us up whenever we've needed it most.
Grandparents are going to do in Spanish. His little brother here.
To my little brother Max, thank you for bringing joy to me and everyone around you. Your joy is infectious.
By 12.
Love you, bro.
13.
And for my grandparents, por el amor y sacrificio de mis padres y abuelos, lo quiero mucho. De todo mi corazón, de todas las gracias.
Gracias, I got that.
Yep. This is an important one. I want every kid out there who feels overlooked, underestimated to know I was you. I was that kid too. I was in your shoes. The truth is, you don't need the most stars, hype, or rankings. You just need discipline, heart, and people who believe in you. and you need to believe in your own abilities. I hope this moment shows you that chasing your dreams are worth it, no matter how big or impossible they seem. God bless. Go Hoosiers. Thank you guys all.
Wow, that was so well done. It was so Fernando Mendoza, Heisman Trophy winner from Indiana University, extraordinarily impressive. No notes. He didn't have paper, but he obviously was ready. That was really good. Quarter till ESPN 93.5. There's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
I'm Stevie J. We'll be right back.
Let your local farmer's insurance agent, Michael Rumsey, put his experience to work for you. Michael Rumsey proudly serves Champaign County families and businesses and is ready to review your existing policies or provide a no-obligation quote today. Call Michael Rumsey at 217-363-3030 to get smarter about your insurance. Again, that's Michael Rumsey at 217-363-3030. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
From computer systems to brakes and tires too, at PDR, fixing cars is what they do. Remember, when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 or use their dedicated text-only line at 383-0619. Additional information, including repair quotes and online scheduling requests, available from the website at pdrauto.com. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR. The fastest lawnmowers, Dixie Chopper dedicated diesel, might have a couple left, not many.
There's not very many. They're going for awesome prices. If somebody wants to make an offer on one, we're more than happy to entertain it, and if it's in the ballpark, we'll get it worked out.
Wow, that's amazing. I know somebody heard us talking and went in last week or two and was excited because of the deal he got.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, and then they picked it up, I believe, last week, and everything is good. Andy, it was a little bit dirty. It was actually one of the low-hour trades that we had, and Andy would not let that thing go out dirty, so he made them wait a couple of days so he could get it cleaned up and washed up good. So.
Well, somebody got a deal. I know that. There are deals to be had at Dedicated Diesel, Dixie Chopper. How would they reach you on the driving side and anything about the Dixie Chopper? They call Andy, I think.
Yep, they can call Andy at 217-328-0562.
Have a good one. Tim
Thank you.
Onstadt.
Tim Onstadt, Gale Ferrex Trucking, and Dedicated Diesel.
Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to the next Fighting Illini home basketball game. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to State Farm Center. Stop by Parlor Donuts in the Old Farm Shops on Kirby and Madison Champaign before the game to try their layered donuts, cold brews, blended treats, and more. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets with Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting.
Yeah, our former football coach Mike White passed away yesterday. At age 89, he led us from 1980 to 87, guided us to 47, 41, and 3. We went to 3 bowl games, including the 84 Rose Bowl game, after a record 10-1 record in the 83 regular season, perfect 9-0. We lost that first game in 83 and won 10 straight, and then went out to UCLA, and it wasn't very close. It was a home game for UCLA. They were underdogs. We were given 7 points or whatever it was. White was named the Walter Camp Coach of the Year and Big Ten Coach of the Year in 83. I had a chance to be in the broadcast booth very young in 1980, 81, 82, and I was at Ohio State when Dave Wilson threw for 621 yards and 6 touchdowns. We lost to Ohio State that day 49-42. And I remember we had a standing ovation for all the Buckeye fans because of the performance by Dave Wilson. That was some kind of year in 1980. The resurgence of the Fighting Illini as a fun, exciting team, and all those California kids like Tony Eason. He showed up after Dave Wilson. Then there was Jack Trudeau. And that was quite a run when the 80s belonged to the Illini, and Lou Henson's team was becoming extraordinarily prominent in the 80s as well. So anyway, ups and downs certainly for Mike White, a couple of run-ins with the NCAA, and John Makovic came for 3 years after Mike before Lou Tepper, and then we went into the Rons, Ron Turner, Ron Zook. Quite a few coaches since the run by We haven't had a long football run. Brett Bielema's going to have the longest run and the most wins for it's all over.
That's right.
That's what I say.
Go Illini.
Go Illini.
Just like a great football coach, he comes up with a game plan. He plans on doing the right thing at the right time. Winter is a great time to make home improvements such as new siding, windows, gutters, garage doors, and even phantom screens. So don't get uptight, relax, and enjoy the game. Just don't drop the ball. Call Dillman Brothers and score big. 217-344-8290. You can also contact us by email on our website, DILLMAN brothers.com. Get your exterior in shape. No rookies, only pros at Dillman Brothers.
The great loud venues in college basketball.
Don't miss your chance to cheer on Fighting Illini basketball this season.
Back, this place an absolute powder.
It is. Talk about tough buildings, right?
We need all of Illini Nation to help us defend State Farm Center.
Boswell left hand and one.
Great seat locations are still available for you to see Illinois basketball live this season. Get your tickets today at fightingillini.com.
Actually, I called the provider. It was just going to be a while before I could have service, and I couldn't wait, so I was recommended to Classic. Professionalism, their dependability, credibility, and the service technicians. I wouldn't ever call anybody else.
I truly believe that after people have experienced other companies and then given us a try, they can clearly see the difference.
Visit ClassicPlum.com.
Welcome everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana vicinity. Hopefully one and all made it through the best they could on that Saturday snow event across the area. 3 to 6 inches and spots of 7 to a little north of 8. Heaviest east central Champaign County to right around the Danville area. Still a slow go on some of the rural routes, decks and overpasses. And for the day today, it'll be blowing in drifting snow on a south-southwesterly winds on the increase at 12 to 24 and gusty with sunshine though. Afternoon temperatures will top out across the area at about 25. Not so bitter tonight, down to 16. Diminishing south-southwesterly wind this evening. Tomorrow more seasonal sunshine, lighter wind, a better day's worth of outdoor work and getting around weather, and a better feel at 35 into the low 30s and holding tomorrow night up to 38. Partly sunny, a little melting getting going more so for the day on Wednesday and into Thursday, especially morning temps in the 40s there, falling to the 30s and some rain in the morning and a shower in the afternoon. Sharply colder air settles in for Friday, teens to start, 20s in the afternoon, led back to 45 and some rain on Saturday, 30s for Sunday and Monday. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Former Illini Terrence Shannon Jr. of the Minnesota Timberwolves about Ben Quattrone from Sarah Champagne.
What kind of friend has he been?
Unbelievable. Ever since I came to this dealership, me and Ben had interactions. He's been a great person this whole time. It still is. I always would recommend him to anybody about a car or anything. He's always going to be there for you no matter what. He always be behind you. He's just a great person.
Visit sarahchampagne.com. That's SERRA Champagne.com. All right. Okay. Oops, one more. Here's our buddies at Bulldog.
I've got to clean out this garage. Let's see. What's the cheapest and easiest dumpster service in our area?
Here's what I found. The doggy bag.
Think she's broken. I'm not looking for takeout. Siri, try again.
The doggy bag from Bulldog Disposal in Mahomet.
Doggy bag? What's that?
If you got junk that needs to go, but you don't want the hassle of having an enormous dumpster delivered, grab a doggy bag, keep it as long as you need. They'll come take it away. For more information, just visit bulldoggybag.com.
That's bulldoggybag.com.
All right, we will continue on tomorrow morning. You've got the drive this afternoon with Evan and Curtis. They'll talk more about Illinois, Nebraska. And Jay Lehman returns.
Excellent.
As we get ready to go to Nashville, Tennessee, take on Tennessee, who's University of Tennessee in Knoxville, not very far from Nashville.
That's right, December 30th.
And we will see what happens. That's going to be a really good game. They're very good, and we're very good. And we do have a quarterback, Luke Altmaier, who appeared at the Nebraska game. Yeah, it was hard. We had a good crowd based on the day.
Mm-hmm.
They were pretty low, empty seats, but it was pretty darn good considering it was a kind of a blizzard.
Yeah, Nebraska won 83-80.
Yeah, that was hard because I think we expected to win at home, but Nebraska is the first time in the history of Nebraska basketball they're 11-0.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be ranked higher than we are. We'll probably go from 13 to 19 maybe, 20, and then Nebraska was 21. They'll probably go to 15 at least.
That's right.
Good road win, and they're very, very good, and they're very, very old. But you got to win the home games, right? I mean, you kind of gave away the Columbus game now. So 1-1 at Columbus and lost one in Champaign. You really got to win your home games. Anyway, on we go. I mean, every year. You look back, every year, about this time, we're doing the same thing. I don't know how good we're going to be. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Brad gets all new players because that's the NIL. And then you got to kind of form them, see how they do. They've got signs of being an extraordinarily good upside here. But guess what it comes down to? A couple of made threes, a couple of made free throws. We missed essentially 8 free throws.
64% of land of threes for the women yesterday. 81-69 winners over North Texas. They're 10-1 on the season.
Yeah.
Best start in like 40 years.
Great job.
Shauna Green's 200th win. Jackson State's next December 19th at 6, and it's Ugly Sweater Night.
A week from tomorrow will be the Mizzou game with Illinois.
That's right, the bragging rights game.
Thank you, Grandma. Appreciate
yes,
it.
Enjoy the day.
That's Diane Dusu's daughter Anna had that baby over the weekend.
Yes.
I'm Stevie J. Thank you for listening. Have a warm one day.
Are you tired of shivering in the winter? Look no further than your local heroes at ABC Heating and Air Conditioning. Hi, this is Gina inviting you to give us a call at 217-352-5400 to book your appointment to make sure your furnaces run safely and efficiently this winter. We've been proudly locally owned and operated and have been serving our community for over 50 years. ABC, always be comfortable. Call me 217-352-5400 to book your appointment today or go to abcheatingandac.com.
With the holiday season upon us, we at Gale Frericks Trucking would like to take time out to express our appreciation and heartfelt thanks to our drivers and support staff. We take pride in making family and safety the top priorities at GFT. This is Operations Manager Donna Onstadt, inviting all Class A CDL holders in Central Indiana and Illinois to join our family so you can provide for and spend more time with your family. We offer paid holidays and vacations, home time every weekend and holiday, the industry's top pay package, safety and operations bonuses, rider program, insurance, and more. Call 765-793-7131 or email timo@gftlog.com to join the GFT family and get pay and quality home time you can count on. 765-793-7131.
What is most important in your life? This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. If you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
PDR Automotive has now been serving the Champaign-Urbana area for over 50 years. To give you some perspective, 50 years ago ended the U.S. involvement in the Vietnam War, and it was when Secretariat won the Triple Crown. So what does that mean for you and your vehicle? Whether you need a carburetor overhauled or your new vehicle computer system diagnosed or programmed, PDR Automotive has the experienced, knowledgeable staff that can handle all your automotive needs. Online at pdrauto.com, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR. When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is right here in Champaign-Urbana to help you select the right protection at the right price. Kurt will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. Just call him when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Oh boy, I don't want to check my mail. Please no mail today, please no.
What's the problem?
Oh, hey, Paul Reekin from Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
Why are you afraid of your mailbox?
There's going to be a notification in there to extend the manufacturer's warranty on my refrigerator.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right. My 1-year manufacturer warranty is almost up and I'm so nervous. Oh boy. They're going to want hundreds of dollars to extend my protection just 2 more years.
In most cases, manufacturers want around $300 to extend your protection past the first year unless...
Unless what, Paul?
Unless you buy your appliance from Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. We give you 10 years of extended protection for free.
Do I have to wait 3 weeks to see a technician if something goes wrong?
Not at all. Dick Van Dyke Appliance World has next day service from our top-rated, award-winning service technicians.
The best service for free? Nothing to be afraid of in my mailbox a year later?
Not regarding your appliances. You paid your taxes last year, right?
Oh gosh, gee willy wickers. You think anyone would notice that?
Wow!
Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to the next Fighting Illini home basketball game. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to State Farm Center. Stop by Jets Pizza at Neal and Green Street or Round Barn off Springfield and Mattis for their delicious Detroit-style pizza. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets from Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.